Good morning, Fort Collins, Colorado. Fort Collins, Colorado. Gotta love it. So, what are we all doing today? I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be driving and heading for Missouri from Fort Collins, Colorado. Let's see how long it takes people to get on and in here. Oh, well, I just got a notification that my Twitch is on. Oh, there's Italian. Good morning. Sweet Caroline, good morning. We're sitting in Fort Collins, Colorado. Got a friend here that I guess we had a little bit of miscommunication last night. They were gonna meet me, out here and everything. They thought, I guess they thought I was gonna be here on the 27th. Not sure how the miscommunication happened, but that's fine. I parked here last night, slept, walked the dog a bit, and then now I'm getting ready to leave. So maybe I'll see them on the way back from Missouri after this weekend. We'll see. Mom of one boy, good morning. We're sitting in Fort Collins, Colorado. I came in here last night late and parked, and then you know took my legal 10-hour break, which is like more like a 12 to 13-hour break for me because I'm lazy, right? I'm just a lazy fat old trucker. No, I was tired. I needed the extra sleep. Um, but like I said, I'm sitting in Fort Collins, Colorado, getting ready to to head out for the day towards Jefferson City, Missouri. According to my GPS, it's only 11 hours and 8 minutes to get there from here. And I can only legally drive 11 hours. So the likelihood of me being able to make Jefferson City, Missouri today is tight, very, very tight. But I'll be close. Or I might just take my time because the stuff for this weekend isn't really starting until, like Saturday. Saturday, we've got a slow roll. Holy crap. Well, let's take a look at what's being said here. Silly, good morning, Silly. Slim, good morning. So Trucker G's not making any promises, but he might be there. Okay. See, I had heard rumors that he was going to be, but I couldn't confirm because I hadn't talked to him and I hadn't heard him say it. So I really hope they can make it. It's kind of like a little convoy reunion, right? Good morning. Move on. Moving on. Yep. Let's see. How is everybody today? Yep. Hashtag no more third terms. Well, yeah, and that's understandable. We all have a lot going on. I'm just fortunate enough that I had uh, the ability to plan and get things set up to where I could come out to Missouri for this. But when the weekend's done, I gotta crawl back to the Northwest and put my nose back to the ground and keep making money because people don't understand. Yeah, we were in the convoy. We took part in the convoy. I sacrificed a lot of time and money in the convoy. Not near as much as Trucker G did because I wasn't there for all of it. Um, Mainly because I had to make a business change and a few other things and get running again. So um, I'm still digging myself out of the hole that I created just by being in the convoy, and I'm sure everybody else is doing the same, including the G's. Ah, you got some rain this morning. Ah, whereabouts in Oklahoma? You out near Miami or Big Cabin? Oh, it costs some of us a lot more than just money. Um, it costs people jobs. It costs people a lot of things, uh, including some of us, having the FBI all up, all up inside our business. Just for being a peaceful movement, just for waving a flag, blowing air horns, and telling them we're upset with what they're doing. Right? No, a lot of the stuff wasn't all monetary. There's people in the convoy that ended up divorced over it, um, simply because they had opposing. They found they it literally brought out the fact that they might have been married and never known it, but they had opposing political views. You know, there's a lot of things that people suffered for just for standing up. You know, and that is wrong. We have a constitutional right to be able to do that. We shouldn't be forced to suffer for any reason whatsoever, other than maybe monetary, for the sacrifice we made on the monetary side of it. But everything else that has gone on and hurt people or put people in bad positions should never have happened. Oh, you're out by Fort Sill. That's where I did my basic training when I was in the Army. I did my basic training and my AIT there. Can you hear me? Okay. I didn't see my sound bar moving. Well, I know it woke a lot of people up across the country. The problem is because they saw the convoy go to DC and do what they did and then turn around and run to California and then come back, and they saw them get smaller and smaller the whole time. Because of that, and because of a lot of other things, especially January 6th, people are afraid to stand up in this country. People are afraid that they're going to get whisked away, locked up, and never seen or heard from again. But when people start starving, when jobs become extremely scarce, money becomes scarce, food becomes scarce because of these fuel rates and everything else and the crushing of this economy, more and more people will have no choice but to stand up. And that's the sad fact, and we are looking right down the barrel at it. There. Maybe that's a little better. Oh, no, that doesn't prove how corrupt they are. It just showed it showed a very small window into their corruption. Their corruption is far, far worse than you can imagine. All right, let's get moving.
Turn right on West 71st Street, then take the first right.
Yeah. It would have been nice if I could have been on my live stream all day yesterday, but driving through Wyoming doesn't really work for that for me. For the most part, I can barely even get a phone call when I'm driving through Wyoming. So,
turn right at the traffic light.
Oh yeah. Fun. 805 miles to drive today. I'm not getting that much done. Now, just so everybody knows, I do not have a load. I am not making any money on this trip. At least not until afterwards. Because I could not find a load that could get me anywhere close to Jefferson City, Missouri. So I'm moving on. I'm going there all. I'm doing it all on my own dime. And so far, I've got. Where's that? $989.15 into the fuel on this trip. And Biden tested positive, all right. Tested positive for dumbassery. Excuse me. Sorry. But that's true.
In 3 3/4 miles, turn left on East Eisenhower Boulevard.
So, sounds like fun for the day. Drive. I'm sorry about the bugs that are in front of the windshield. I don't have a way to clean them off right now until I get to a truck stop to wash them off. But we'll get them taken care of later on. Mega Man, how you doing? Yeah, it's kind of a rally. There will be guest speakers. Um, it's kind of a potluck picnic. It's right there at the Capitol in Missouri, from what I understand. I'm not, I, you know, I'm not too, I'm not too awake yet this morning. Hey, silly, go ahead and post the information uh, for the picnic and everything here this weekend up in both sides. Right? No charges at all. Yep. So if anybody wonders why in the world I'm sitting here driving all the way out of the Seattle area to Jefferson City, Missouri on my own dime, that is because it didn't matter whether I was going to be able to find a load or not. Um, I was going to go because that's how important our rights are to the people of this country, not just to me, but to the people of this country and to the future generations. And if we don't turn this country back around and head it back in the right direction, if we don't all stand up and start sharing the information back and forth in person, if we don't show solidarity from state to state, and if we can't get our neighbors and friends to listen, don't come at them directly with a, well, this is the only way it has to be. Sit down and have a conversation with them and find some common ground, because your friend or your neighbor that might be extremely liberal isn't really as liberal as they think they are. They've just been programmed to think they are. You can sit and have a conversation with somebody, and then the topic of abortion will come up, and they're pro-abortion and you're not. Okay, fine. But when you start talking to them about some of the crazy abortion laws that have been passed recently in some states, then they start to say, well, no, I don't approve of that. And then they start to realize, no, maybe they're not as liberal as they say they are, or that they think they are. It's like the California AB 2223 law that California has passed. One thing that nobody seems to pay attention to about that one. Okay, it doesn't outright come out and say that they're allowing abortions up to 28 days after birth. It doesn't outright say that, but what it does is it restricts the coroner from doing any kind of criminal or murder type investigation on any infant 28 days or younger. In other words, they legalized it without legalizing it. That's the same thing they did in Oregon when they legalized all drugs. They made all drugs legal by making it so that the officers could not charge anybody for having those drugs on them. And they snuck it in on a bill that was meant to put more funding towards rehab in Oregon. Oh, that would have been nice. I would have loved to have gone to that sushi place last night. Yeah, have a good conversation with everybody, even if even if they think they have opposing views. I'm sure no matter what, you can actually find some things in common, and it's that common ground that we find with each other that we need to use to move forward in this country. This division that has been that has been created for us, this image and illusion of division that has been so ingrained and programmed into the entire country for so long, needs to come to an end. And the way to do that is by sitting down and having a conversation with each other and finding the middle ground and using the middle ground to move forward. Oh, the screen went dark. There we go. Turn that on.
Turn left at the traffic light. In 4 miles, take the exit on the right to I-25 south toward Denver.
Hey, look, I think I got the Biden bus in front of me. All right, we'll see. I can't really see the screen now because the screen got dark because I let it get too warm before I turned my fan on it. So give it a little bit, it'll come back now that the fan's on. I got a little over 3.5 miles till I get onto I-25 here, so I'm just going to sit in the middle lane. It's kind of safer for me anyway because I don't have people flying out from the left or the right in front of me at the last second. You know, and since I don't have a load, truck takes a little bit longer to stop because there's no extra weight pushing down on the tires. Morning, Mobo. We're in Fort Collins, Colorado right now. Kind of headed towards Missouri. I stopped off to see somebody that we all know that was a big part of the convoy of the People's Convoy, and turned out we had a little bit of miscommunication about when I would be showing up. They thought I was going to be here on the 27th, so they were asleep and didn't even realize I'd pulled into town. So maybe we'll get a chance to see them on the way back after this weekend. Yep. We're going to the patriotic picnic, and there will be speakers. There will be guest speakers. And I'd like to say it's going to be kind of a potluck because, there's going to be plenty of food and drinks. Um, we're not we're not we're not going to keep people from bringing in their own food or bringing in food to share for everybody. That's something we encourage. Um, but please don't bring any alcohol if you plan on coming, because we are going to be in a federal park. Um, from my understanding, anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mobo. Good morning, Rosie Rowe. Oh, that reminds me. Rosie Rowe, go ahead and let everybody know uh, about your current situation right now. Or do you want me to tell them? I can tell them. Yep. Come on, driver. Oh, I'm coming, Mobo. I'm coming. I'm headed your way. Yeah, Rosie Rowe has had a family emergency and most likely will not be able to leave Maryland. So it's sad, but we most likely won't see her this weekend. Yeah. Now, I know some people have met Rosie Rowe and have met her mom. Her mom is a wonderful little old lady, and it does hurt me deeply to know that she's sitting in a hospital right now having problems with her lungs. So everybody should be sending out good vibes and prayers, and whatever you believe in, send out that good energy towards them because they need it right now. Well, tell your mom that Black Wolf and all of the wolf pups are sending as much good energy and vibes.
Take the exit on the right to I-25 South toward.
All right, give me a second while I go and merge onto the highway here. Because I-25 through Colorado is a nightmare. If any of you have never been up through Colorado, if you can avoid I-25, I would recommend it. Because it seems to me like this construction on I-25 has been never ending for at least the last 15 years. Are crazy.
Continue on I-25.
By all means, come say hi. If anybody wants to join me in convoy out there, if anybody wants to join me as I cut through Colorado and Kansas, by all means, come and join me. We'll convoy. You know, I'm gonna stick to I-70, except I will be avoiding the tolls. So long day today. And like out here from the Northwest for this event on my own dime. So my bank account's getting smaller simply by because I already put $1,000 into the fuel tank. I'm gonna have to do it again before I get there because I'm already down to half a tank. And that was just fuel that I put in when I was in Salt Lake City yesterday. Enjoy your lunch there, Rosie Rowe. She eats plenty. She needs to heal. Hey, look, there's Johnson's Corner. I will. I probably should have stopped at Johnson's Corner and washed off the windshield. Darn it! I didn't think about that. I'll probably pull off once I get outside the east side of Denver. I'll probably hit that little Sinclair out there. Get my windshield washed off. Didn't realize I'd picked up so many bugs last night on the way in to Fort Collins. So silly. Now, as everybody knows, if you choose to donate, that's fine. But I'm not asking for it. I'm not going to refuse it, but I'm not asking for it. Yep. So what's the news going on in your area? Oh, I know the cinnamon rolls at Johnson Corner. Trust me, I know. I've been coming and going from Johnson's Corner for 25 plus years, so. As a matter of fact, I am really glad that when Petro took over Johnson's Corner restaurant intact and didn't change anything. Because years back, I don't know exactly when they changed over to being a Petro, but they used to be a Sinclair. They used to just be a straight Sinclair, um, a Sinclair truck stop. So, you know what? This next exit coming up has a Love's truck stop on it. I think I'm gonna pull in and wash these bugs off the windshield for you guys. Get that taken care of. That and I'll be looking for a truck wash somewhere between here and Missouri. So my truck's dirty. She's been working hard. I haven't really taken the time to get her washed off in the last few months. Come on, SRM, move, move, move. There we go. Figure it out, people. All right, here we go. Oh, well, at least Colorado is still employing real people to hold the flags in construction zones instead of them robotic stoplights. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. The more I see my hashtag no more third terms video get shared out there, the better. I really appreciate it. Thank you, silly. Why are you moving so slow, dude? It's a city street. All right, we're gonna hop out here, wash the windshield. I might run in and get a bite to eat real quick. You know, something that I can eat while driving. So I will be back. Hey, Jesse, how are you doing? I'm gonna get out and wash the bugs off the windshield and then grab some quick road snacks. I'm in Colorado, just south of Johnson's Corner right now. I'll still be able to talk while I'm outside because I've got my microphone on me. But it's a beautiful day out. Not too many clouds. Hey, want to go ahead and hand me that one when you're done? Because all these other ones they're shredded. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is not going to work. No, the other one is worse. So I'm waiting for one of the guys on either side of me to get done using theirs. Y'all good? Thank you. Have a safe trip today. Here we go. Get some of this bug stuff off of my windshield. Here we go. I wish some of these truck stops would stop trying to be so cheap when it comes to the fluid that they're using for people to be able to wash their windshields off. Because most of the time it's nothing but water. Here we go. Here we go. These bugs are caked on pretty good. Hard to get them off, especially when it's just mostly water and not a soapy solution. There we go. That's as good as that's going to get. So now I'm going to pull forward Catch that gear, catch that gear. There we go. Old transmission. She don't like catching the gear when she's supposed to. She'll catch the gear just fine once you're already in the gears. But if you're in neutral trying to catch a gear, good luck. It's one of the old school original transmissions that, one of the original automatics. All right. Now, I'm going to take the microphone off and head on inside for a minute. Grab some road snacks. I will be back. Take care of these guys, Sid. Keep them in line. Yeah, I had to. Oh, yeah, I had to switch accounts on YouTube. My old account was stolen, and all my access was taken away, and Google would not help fix it. So I had to make a whole new account. I got some bananas. I got some more drinks. I got some other stuff. Put this back on. Let Tate get out of the way. There we go. How was everybody? Hello. All right. Did everybody behave, Sid? So we're in the middle of Colorado right now. I'm going to go through Denver and then get on I-70, cut across Kansas on the way to Missouri. And we're doing it on our out of our own pocket today. Couldn't find a load that would get me from Salt Lake City over to Missouri, so all the fuel that it's going to take me to get there is coming out of my own pocket instead of out of the price of a load. Yeah, triple axle swing door. Gotta love them. Here we go. Let's see what this livestock boy, he must have recently delivered. There's nobody on board, but he still hasn't cleaned his trailer yet, so that's going to be fun. $103 already, man. It's only 10:30. Thank God for air conditioning. Ay, ay, ay. Can I get out? Can I get out? There we go. Now bear with me, folks, while I get back on the interstate here.
Turn right on I-25 south.
Oh, I hate roundabouts. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Wait, what? They're not letting us on the... Oh, no! I knew I should have stopped at Johnson's Corner instead.
Turn left on East Frontage Road.
That means I got to go north and then south again. And that means I definitely am not going to make it to Jefferson City tonight. But I'll be close. And that means I have to get in this stop and go side to get down to an exit that I can turn around and come back on. Now that exit wasn't, that on-ramp wasn't closed when I got off of the highway. They closed it while I was in the truck stop. That's nerve-wracking.
Miles. Turn left on County Road 48, then take the first left.
Oof. This road is not fun. Hi, small water guy. Hi, my name is Black Wölf. There's your name tag right there, Black Wölf. That's it. That's all.
Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
Oh, I gotta plug my phone into charge here because down to 23%. Good thing I looked at it for a second. There we go. That's as far as anybody could go on the last green light. And we're going to be headed to Jefferson City, Missouri. We're currently north of Denver, Colorado right now. We're going to get onto I-70 in Denver, cut across Kansas. Of course, I'm going to avoid the toll roads. You know, don't need to give Uncle Sam any more money than I have to, right? Especially when I'm running on my own dime. So, if anybody out there happens to be wanting to join me convoying across, by all means, come find me. Say something in here. We'll find each other. Now, if anybody else wants to come out and, you know, do kind of a little flag wave on an overpass or something, we'll coordinate that too. Yeah, Jesse. I don't know what I'm doing with when I get into Missouri yet because I haven't decided where I'm going to put my trailer. But because I've got a spot up in St. Louis that I can drop my trailer at. I'm just not sure I want to add like 450 extra miles on the trip, not counting what I'm going to do doing a little convoy and stuff. But you know, because I would have to drop it there, go down. I'd have to pass up Jefferson City, Missouri to drop it in St. Louis and then come back to Jefferson City and then when everything's done this weekend, turn around and go back again to St. Louis. So yeah, that's about 400 to 450 miles extra. Here we go. Now we're headed the right direction.
Continue on I-25.
Yeah, they've been doing this construction out here on I-25 consistently for like the last 15 some odd years. It's like they never get it done. They never get it done. As long as I can remember. As soon as it looks like they've got it ready to go on the other side, they turn around and tear it back up again. Meeting in Rolla at 8 to 8:30 in the morning, huh? All right. That's Sunday morning, right? So, Jesse, do you know on the 23rd, Saturday, on the 23rd, there's a worldwide slow roll at 11 a.m. Whatever time zone you're in at 11 a.m., you get out on the highways and whatever. If the speed limit's 55, then you do 28. Or if it's 60, you do 30, right? That's a worldwide thing going on. 11 a.m. in every time zone. So we should be out on Saturday doing a convoy too. That's one of the reasons I was coming in a little early so I could be ready for a little slow rolling on Saturday. That, and I wanted a little bit of time to relax before really starting the weekend. You know. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. You get out on that road, you get out on the road just before 11 o'clock, and when 11 o'clock hits, whatever speed you're doing, cut it in half. Cut it in half until 12 o'clock. Slow roll that stuff for at least an hour. Now, if you live in a spot where you're close enough to the time zone line, so you're in one time zone, and if you can reach the other time zone by 12 o'clock in your time zone, well, then it's 11 o'clock in that time zone. So you can convoy for 2 hours. You can slow roll for 2 hours that way. And I encourage that. Go ahead and take part in it twice. right, good, sweet Caroline. You guys have a group that's going to slow roll. That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. I've been spreading that flyer around for a couple of weeks because that's going on worldwide. That's a worldwide slow roll. That's not just here in the States. Can we do the speed limit now? I hope so. Hurry up and get by me. My lane is disappearing, dude. There we go. Ah! So maybe I should come to Oklahoma first and slow roll into Missouri with you guys. Hey, silly, you got my number. Text me a location where you guys are starting. Because I know you're out near Fort Sill, which is Lawton, Oklahoma. But I don't know where's everybody meeting up. Hey, D-Roz, it's a known fact that Biden tests positive for everything known in the book, including dumbassery. Just saying. Yeah, but see, Jesse, if I hook up with Silly, then I'll also be hooked up with Jen and everybody else over out of Oklahoma that's coming that way into Missouri. And I'm sure they would love to have a big truck in the mix with them. And I know you would like a big truck in the mix with you too. I'm just torn on where I want to go because I'm early. I'm coming in early, so I could easily jump down into Oklahoma and come in with them, or I could just go straight into Missouri and hang with you. I don't know. Okay. 59 and a 75 is not working for me, bud. Once we get up over this hill, as long as traffic will let me, I'm going around you guys. No, CJ, YouTube did not unsub you. I had to change my YouTube account completely. My account was stolen. They got in, they changed the password, they changed the email addresses, including the recovery email address, and they changed the phone number. So I had no access to it. So I had to make a whole new one because YouTube and Google would not help me get my channel back. So welcome to the new channel. Nice to see you made it. We're currently headed right into Denver, Colorado. We're going to catch I-70, come across Kansas. I might actually just, get into Kansas and then cross down to Oklahoma. Or I might get into Lyman, Colorado and cross down to Oklahoma and meet up with Silly and Jen and a bunch of other people to get ready to do a slow roll on Saturday from Oklahoma into Missouri. And then Sunday we're having a freedom picnic with guest speakers and everything in Jefferson City, Missouri. We'd love to see you if you can make it. Cool myself down for a minute. There we go. That feels a little better. So, we're running through the middle of Colorado right now. Now look at that. It's somebody from Missouri that wants to do 65 instead of 75. But if you get into Missouri, the speed limit's 70 and they're doing 85 and 90. Yep, have a good day there, Jesse. It's always good to see you here on my channel. Before you go, I'm going to drop you a wrench so you can drop your channel info and stuff in here. Yeah. What a day. So for anybody that doesn't know, I plan on being at the Patriot Picnic, the Freedom Picnic, coming up here on Sunday in Jefferson City, Missouri. I was sitting in Salt Lake City trying to find a load to get there, and I couldn't find any loads that would get me there. So, the patriot that I am, I'm going anyway, which means all the fuel, instead of coming out of a load that I would haul, all that fuel to get there from Salt Lake City is coming out of my own pocket. You gotta love that. Come on, people now. Wow. Yep. we're going to have some fun this weekend. We're going to have guest speakers out there. We're going to have a good old potluck picnic style. You got to, it's going to be fun. And there's going to be a lot of faces there that you will recognize if you do the live streams. You'll end up seeing a lot of people that you recognize from the People's Convoy and from other movements all over the country. I know TQ Trucking will be there. I know Mobo will be there. I know the entire Negi family will be there. I'll be there. Both of my mods, Jen Simpson and Silly, they'll be there. Butch is going to be there from what I heard. There's a possibility that Trucker G will be there. He's making no promises, but he does express that he wants to be there. That's just what I've heard, though. I can't confirm that myself because I haven't heard it directly from him. I've also heard that Mr. Trench is probably going to be there. Especially, but I cannot confirm that either because I know Mr. Trench is busy because he's out there making sure you're going to be there, small water guy? Nice. Nice. Thank you, Italian Princess. Thank you. So he did say it on his live stream. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was driving through Wyoming yesterday, so that's also why you didn't see me live stream yesterday, because I have little to no signal at all when I'm driving through Wyoming. I'm surprised I haven't seen Jen pop in to moderate a little. But I know she's been pretty busy since she got back from DC this last time, catching up on all the work that got left behind for a little bit. Just a second. Colorado Patriot Guard, Rider Support Vehicle. Yep. He gave me a good thumbs up. Now, traffic's making sure I'm not going to make it into Missouri tonight. Trucker G's gone live. He just installed a new APU. Have a good day. I don't know if y'all caught that, but that little white car right there just came by everybody on the shoulder and then decided to sneak in. What is so important that you have to keep cutting in and out and through and around traffic? And it looks like the only reason they got over from the shoulder is because we have an officer on the shoulder here with a car pulled over already. It's too bad that officer was busy, because he easily would have probably pulled this guy over. And of course, everybody when we're going uphill again, which takes me forever because I got a little mouse engine. I got the little engine that could. Even though I'm empty, she'll get up and she'll go real fast, but she doesn't get there very fast. It takes her a long time to get up to speed. Colorado drivers are not the worst. They are extremely bad, yes, but they are not the worst. Go to Massachusetts. Go to Chicago. Go to LA. Go to Seattle. Go to Portland. Go to Sacramento. Go to Dallas, Texas. Or Houston or Austin. Go to St. Louis, Missouri. They're crazy as hell there. New York, New Jersey, parts of Pennsylvania, those people are nuts. There we go. Finally almost back up to speed.
Take exit 228 on the right to the 470, then keep left.
I'm not getting on the 470. That's a toll road. Thank you very much. I better go into my settings and make sure that it's got that it's avoiding tolls. There we go.
Continue on I-25.
There we go. Now she's going the right way. Lived in Colorado for 12 years and it was horrible. I've been driving through Colorado continuously for at least 20 to 25 years. And it's never been any good traffic-wise. Never. Man, they've been putting these top golf places up everywhere. Everywhere. What is it about taking a little stick and whacking a tiny ball as far as you can? What is so attractive about that? Can somebody tell me? So, yeah, the people in Colorado spend 9 months out of the year wrapped in snow and they can't drive in it. That is true. Well, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Jen. How are you? Hey, Jen, take a guess where I am. I'm almost in your backyard, Jen. Where am I? Hmm. Nah, I didn't say I don't like Top Golf. I've never actually been to one. But I've driven throughout this entire country and they have been putting them up everywhere like mad. And personally, I've never actually really played any form of golf except mini golf. Yep. Yep, we're headed right into the middle of Denver, Colorado. We're going to catch I-70 and cut across. I might actually not go into I might not go into Kansas. I might decide to go to Lyman, Colorado and catch the 287 south and cross into Oklahoma. Jan, I don't have a load. I could not find one out of Salt Lake. So I'm doing this trip on my own dime. I can think of a lot of things that you could be doing while drinking beer that wouldn't be fun. The beer part would be fun. Like years back, I had to replace the transmission in a 1980 Honda Civic. And I'll tell you what, that took a lot of beer genuity to get the job done. Because you have to literally, you have to take away the fender and you have to take away part of the firewall, disassemble all of the steering and suspension and everything on the passenger side to be able to get that transmission out. So, Jen, should I go straight into Missouri and wait? And because I might be in Missouri tonight, should I just go straight into Missouri? Should I come down there and join you and Silly's little group? What do you say? Hey, Hosey, how are you? How's Ohio today? Right. What about you? What route do I have to take to see you? Are you not going to be in Oklahoma? Because if anybody happens to be between Colorado and Missouri, boy, with me, Dave, go ahead and donate that. Now look at that. There's downtown Denver. Welcome to my nightmare. It's just amazing, though. When I was young, I took a bus from Fort Hood, Texas, back up into Washington State from for it took what 5 days in Denver. I guess the layover was it was only supposed to be a 4-hour layover, and it turned into like a 16-hour layover. Um, and the same thing happened in Salt Lake, because originally it was only supposed to be a 3-day bus ride, turned into a 5-day bus ride because of all of the layover extensions that ended up happening. Because they couldn't, Greyhound couldn't keep their buses in perfect operation. All right, so down to Butch will be in Springfield tomorrow. Maybe I should just hook up with Butch. Butch and I can convoy together. Sorry about that, folks. People were just not listening to my turn signal out there and would not let me over. But I made it. Oh.
Continue on 270.
All right, I'll be nice and I'll let you come on up, even though you're going to end up stuck behind that other truck. Dummy. I turned my signal on and he instantly jetted around from behind me to keep me from getting over. I know you're not coordinating this convoy. I know you're not coordinating this convoy. Who is, though? The thing is, who is coordinating it? Because I have absolutely no information other than I'm going to do it, period. So you have to get your Jeep serviced. Is that because you got under the contract or what? Yeah, I don't know who's coordinating a convoy. I know I'm trying to put one together to come out there, but I'm already heading out there. So if anybody wants to join me in that way, I'm coming. Right now we're on the 270 outside of downtown Denver, Colorado. Oh, Jen, you're a lot more than just a freedom blocker. What I'm saying, though, Jen, is where do I need to go to hook up with people that are going to Saturday? Should I just come down near your place and wait for you to start convoying out to meet up with them? No, small water guy. Jen is a proud Jeep owner. She loves that Jeep of hers. So of course she's going to baby it when it needs babied and pamper it when it needs pampered.
1.5 miles. Keep left to I-70 East.
Yeah, I do believe that's almost the fastest I've ever come across the 270. Usually it's stop and go the entire way. Unless you catch it in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, you can fly straight across it. Oh, look at that.
Clear the 2 left lanes.
All this new construction everywhere. See, what people don't understand, all the money that goes into that construction of these buildings that are going up right now, that's not money that's being spent right now. That's money that was spent up to 4 years ago or even longer. It always amazes me. Oh, we get a liberal in office. We end up with a liberal in office, and people's pay gets cut. Fuel prices start rising, inflation starts rising, and all of that, and people can't afford to do anything. But magically, during those years, as far as building, at that time, cannot claim that that was under him, because the money that was spent to start that construction in the first place, all of that stuff was put in motion before they became president. It comes off of the president prior to them. You know, a conservative president or a right, Republican president, people really are able to make money during those times, and then they decide they're going to build these things, and then we end up with a liberal president, and well, those things are already put in motion, so there's no stopping it. That growth isn't coming from the liberal side. It never is. Liberals don't make anything grow. They just make everybody's bank accounts get smaller. And right now, I don't think it really matters which side. I think they're all in cahoots with each other no matter what now. Because they all seem to be pushing forward one agenda. I know that. Jen, I know he was just giving you some BS. Not a big deal. Now, sorry, I'm eating, and so You know what? I'm going to get over one more lane. Go to lane 3. Because it looks like everybody's backed up outside the airport here. Is Mr. Trench actually going to be there, or is he going to be there on Sunday? Because I've heard rumors that he will be, but I haven't actually heard it from him himself. So, hello, Florida. Hey, you're just in time, Florida. Pack up your car and get on the road. We got a Patriot Friday morning. Yep. So from here on, my signal's going to get spotty. I know that. We'll see if I can keep streaming through it or not. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. This country is always so beautiful. Doesn't matter where you are. Ah, yeah. Well, I hope you had a good time while you were at Bunker Hill. Oh, he's not going to bring his truck. Oh. What about Butch? Is Butch bringing his truck? Is TQ Trucking bringing theirs? Because I'm coming with mine. I'm coming with mine, and I'm doing it on my own dime. All right. So what you're telling me, Jen, this is what I'm thinking in my head. I need to come flying up to your house with the tires squealing like mad, bringing the truck to a stop, flip the door open as I come to a stop and scream out the door, "Get in, we're doing Patriot shit." I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't really have room in the truck for anybody to ride with me. I've got tools and spare parts and all. I practically live in the truck, so you know the passenger seat alone is my little co-pilot Sid. That's his bed. That's his living area. So it would be nice to get TQ Trucking out there with their nice pink truck of theirs, or salmon colored truck, or whatever you want to call it. To me, it looks pink, but it's still a good looking truck. All right, set the cruise control and go, baby, go. Well, if that were the case, I've got room for about 100 to 150 people in the trailer at least, if everybody stands shoulder to shoulder. Just like we did back in the Army days. When they would move us from one place to another, sometimes they'd put us all in cattle cars and haul us around. And we're packed in there like cattle, shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, I don't actually have one on my truck. Well, my motorcycle box that's on the truck here. But as far as a big one, I don't have a big one. So, Jen, should I go across Kansas, or should I cut down into Oklahoma and hook up with you and Silly beforehand? Because wherever I would be, if I went down to your place or down near Silly's place, or over into Missouri, either no matter which way you play it, I'm going to be there tonight. Or should I meet up with Butch in Springfield? Because I can go straight to Springfield. Oh no, I didn't give you your wrench back yet. You want it? Well, maybe Mobo can tell me where to go. Where should I go tonight? Should I go down into Oklahoma, or should I go, down near Miami or Big Cabin, or should I go over to Springfield, or where should I go? Oh. You're calling dibs. Okay. And JN does have his. Jesse has his wrench. See, the other is to put my trailer because I don't want to. I don't want to be driving around with extra fuel, and I kind of want to put my trailer. As close to Jefferson City as possible, so I don't have too much extra deadhead mileage to go pick it back up when I'm ready to grab another load Monday morning. All right, Springfield. What do you say, Jen? What do you say, silly? Springfield? Rosie? Everybody, let's vote on it. Where am I going? Into Oklahoma to meet up with Butch and Joe and Jeff. Where am I going? Because wherever I'm going, I'm going to be there tonight. That's 2 for Springfield. I have not heard anybody on that radio in days. Yeah, when is Butch getting into Springfield? Is Butch getting in there tonight, or is he getting in there tomorrow? Tomorrow. So I could still go down into Oklahoma and just come out of Oklahoma and meet up with Butch tomorrow. I don't have to go. But if I stop off in Springfield, who? If I go straight to Springfield tonight, who all will be out? Who all is going to be able to come out to dinner? Of course I will be streaming. Of course I will be streaming. As long as I've got a cell signal, I'll be streaming. That's possible. It's possible. I might be willing to buy. Y'all got to remember, this is Thursday, right? Today, well, I think this is Thursday. Yeah, this is Thursday. This is Thursday. I'm coming into the area a little early. So, who wants to have dinner in Springfield tonight? Hey, Garmin. Hey, Garmin. Oh, my fan is too loud for my Garmin. Okay. Hey, Garmin. Go to Springfield, Missouri.
I found the result.
Go. Start new route.
Going to Springfield, Missouri. Continue I-70.
Well, I will not make it to Springfield tonight. I won't make it to Springfield tonight. It's just a little too many miles to get legally done in one day. Considering I've already been driving for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So no dinner tonight in Springfield. Yeah. Now, I've seen Jesse come into my new channel here, but I don't know if I've seen Joe come into my new channel, or Carol, or I don't know if they know my new channel or not. But I do have Joe's number. I should probably give him a call here soon. because it looks like I'm going down 70 until I'm in Kansas. I'll take the one down to Wichita. Okay. Understand people have regular lives and regular things they do in their daily lives that will interfere with them just sitting on YouTube all day, right? It's like me, when I'm driving down the road and I'm not live streaming, I've got YouTube playing, but I'm not able to really participate in it other than listen to it because I'm driving, you know. Hey Mobo, do you know how to get a hold of Butch? Because if you do, I want to find out what truck stop in Springfield he's going to be close to or be going to. That way I can head. Too hot to do anything but YouTube all day? Oh, no, no, no. How did people survive? How did anybody survive the summertime or the wintertime without air conditioning? Nah, you can email it. You can post it in here too. It's just a truck stop. It's not a big secret. Truck stops aren't a big secret. Well, currently, right now, it says on my dashboard that the air outside is 91 degrees. Ah, well, small water guy, what you need to do, you need to get a big window fan on one side of your house and have it blowing air into the house. And then on the opposite side of your house, have a window open with a big window fan in it that is blowing air out of your house. That way you get a cross circulation going. That'll help cool it down inside. Oh, if you look that up, small water guy, if you look it up, get the address and email it to me. I'll be able to program my GPS to go straight to it because I don't remember where Hoods is off the top of my head. Actually, a small window air conditioner does a great job. These new ones today are so good. I just got a new one and put it in my son's room. Um, and it's amazing how quickly it cools that room down. And it doesn't just cool down that room, it cools. I've got a really big house and it cools, you know, um, it's extremely efficient. And it didn't cost that much. We was on. Yep. It's a nice, quiet day coming across the highway here, Colorado. Hope that guy's all right. Looks like he was double checking the strapping on the vehicles that are on his trailer. I'll have some fun for lunch. Get some good food in you. Speaking of, I'm going to grab that little piece of cheese here. There we go. Yep. Thing out here. And sound quality. Um, I had to go through and shorten some of the video settings and stuff in order to get it to even stay broadcasting to YouTube. What are they working on there? Got the whole road torn down. I don't know, looks like they're going to redo the little bridge there. Yep. So, what's going on in the world today? Anybody heard any news? Any news that they believe? Is there any real news out there? And what is our wonderful government trying to say out there in the media as a distraction? What are they telling us? Ah, I just got an email from a friend named Jason. Nice, thank you. You know who you are. Wow. I wonder how much buffering my video does. I haven't watched one of my videos in a while. Oof. All right. After I pass that truck there, I'm going to slow back down because I shouldn't be doing 87 miles an hour across Colorado. Yeah, there we go. Already back down to the speed limit anyway. I didn't realize I was going that fast. I wasn't paying attention. Just I don't see the comments going anywhere. There we go. 5x5, pay attention. Yeah, I'm paying attention to my speed now. I just wasn't paying attention to my speed while I was coming down that hill. And like I said before, I got a little mouse motor. She will get up and get going really fast, but she takes forever to get there. Man, oh man. You still in here, silly? I don't think she is. I think she had to go. I'm not sure. Hey, Mobo, go ahead and post a link to my video, the one hashtag no more third terms, up if you. Yeah, my live stream is starting to have problems with YouTube, so my cell signal's getting weaker. Wow, that is a whole new. This is an entire new town right here. All of these houses are brand new. Because this wasn't here last time I drove through. see. I don't think my microphone's still on. Yeah, it's still on. Okay. It just looked weird. Well, there's plenty of water in Colorado. There is plenty of water in Colorado. The problem is California owns the water rights out of Colorado. So nobody in Colorado is allowed to touch the water. Because it all has to be piped to California, supposedly. To LA. And look at that. They tore down and tore apart that rest area. They tore that down and tore it apart. They closed it for COVID, and then they tore it down and tore it apart, and you can't use it at all. There's a lot of places all over the country where they did that. They shut down rest areas everywhere at the beginning of the pandemic, and then they just demolished them afterwards, you know. And those are places that truckers could use to park and get their brakes in, you know. I'm a firm believer that no state should have any claim to anything that is in a different state, period. Just like your next door neighbor does not have any claim whatsoever to any. Everybody got a pocket constitution? If you don't have one, you should get one. Everybody remember, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Come in and be a part of the conversation. Man, sun's a bit bright today. Actually, if you went back to the way Mother Nature has everything set up, the water flows through certain areas. Those areas should be able to access that water and use it as they see fit. Whatever is not used is still going to make its way down out of that state into another state where it normally flowed naturally in the first place. So they'll still have water. they'll still get water. The thing that bugs me the most, though, is there is no natural flow of water that goes from Colorado to California. There is not one. So Colorado should not be allowing California to claim their water at all. Period. But then again, California shouldn't be allowed to claim anybody's water that isn't in their own state. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Good afternoon. We are in Colorado. We just left Denver. We're headed towards Missouri. We're going to be there for the patriotic freedom picnic on Sunday, and on Saturday we're doing a convoy, a slow roll convoy around Missouri, and then, well, of course, I'll be close to it tonight. Tomorrow morning sometime, I'll be actually into Missouri. And just so you know, I'm going there. All the fuel cost and everything on this trip is coming out of my own pocket. It's coming out of my bank account. I'm not hauling a load because I could not find one that would get me there. I was fortunate enough to get a load out of Seattle that went to Salt Lake City. But from Salt Lake City, Utah, out to anywhere near Missouri at all, I couldn't find any loads. So I decided to do it on my own dime anyway. That is true. See, the stupidest thing about California is they're sitting right there on the ocean. They have over 1,000. They literally have like what, 800 miles of ocean front. They could easily have desalination plants all over the place and get fresh, clean water right out of the ocean. But their governor refuses to allow it. Yep. Patriots always help patriots. Ah, Italian Princess is back. Mobo is back. Rhonda's here. Small water guy's here. Well, you got to think about it. How much does it cost for them to take the water from Colorado and get it down into LA? That is a monumental cost. It is far more expensive to do that than to actually operate a desalination plant, which, by the way, California has been given 5 desalination plants that sit just off the coastline, right out of just outside of view of the naked eye. They're sitting out there. They belong to California, but California will not use them. And what's really stupid is that they were given to California. California didn't even have to buy them. They were given to California. Yep. It's one of the biggest energy uses, but it's also one of the biggest energy creators. If they were to actually build, uh, you know, if they were actually to build dams in the right places with the hydroelectric turbines, just like we do on the Columbia River up in the Northwest, almost all of the Northwest is powered by the Columbia River. Literally, electricity comes from the Columbia River. If they did that, there wouldn't be that much of an energy issue. Ah, Silly's back. Thank you, Silly. Bump. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. Water battery storage, huh? Yes, it is a very beautiful day. And look at that, I've already picked up a couple of bugs. This guy. His old